Oh, good evening and welcome to Talking Songs with me, Rowland Jones. How are we doing out there? Oh, how many of you went out yesterday and had a beer or two? I know I did. I was meant to be doing something last night, but I thought, nah. It was a liquid lunch available, so that's what we did. And I don't think there's any trouble around here, which is good. Which, considering a lot of people haven't been to a pub for 14 months, was pretty good, I think. So, yeah. And yeah, it looks like things are starting to open up. I may actually have a gig on Saturday. So I'm hoping that the weather's going to be fine, because if it's as cold as it is today, I'm not going to fancy playing outdoors. So, very excited to have Max and Veronica with us tonight. So I'm going to kick off with a little tune, and this is kind of a little bit heading towards the sort of genre of music that Max and Veronica specialize in. This is something that I wrote a few years ago when I was listening to a lot of Leon Redbone, who I was a big fan of. Very sorry that I never actually got to see him live. But if you don't know Leon Redbone, check him out. And if you do know Leon Redbone, you know I'm talking sense. So this is inspired by the late Leon, and this is called Am I Feeling Blue? It's early in the morning, the sun is already hot. There's fresh food in the kitchen, and the coffee pot is hot. So why am I feeling blue? No clouds on the horizon, I got money in the bank. My car is sitting pretty, and there's gasoline in the tank. So why am I feeling blue? My baby's gone and left me for another man. She said she wants to travel, she does not give a damn. She told me this morning, I said, I don't know what to say. She said, say what you want, I'm gonna leave you anyway. So I leave the food in the kitchen, the coffee in the pot. I take off in my Cadillac, believe it or not. My baby's gone cold on me, but a sister has not. There's big fish in the river, there's grapes upon a vine. Last night we had a party, had a real good time. So why am I feeling blue? My baby's gone and left me for another man. She said she wants to travel, she does not give a damn. She told me this morning, I said, I don't know what to say. She said, say what you want, my honey, 'cause I'm gonna leave you anyway. So I leave the food in the kitchen, leave the coffee in the pot. I'll take off in my Cadillac, 'cause believe it or not, my baby's gone cold on me, but a sister has not. She has not. My baby's gone cold on me, but a sister has not. Thank you. And now, live from Milan, let's introduce my guest for this evening. Yay. Hi, Max. Hi, Veronica. Ciao, ciao. Buonasera.
Ciao.
How's things?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Great accent, Max. Spot on. Excellent.
I said the G at the end. Evening.
No.
Yeah.
Hello to our friends there.
They're all over the place.
Oh, we miss you a lot.
Is it going to get easier in Italy to do gigs at the moment, or is it still full lockdown? Well, are you still in the red zone?
No, we are orange since yesterday.
All right, okay.
but it doesn't make any difference.
No,
Oh,
Anyway,
it's not possible to have live music. So
not even
theater,
outdoors.
cinemas, everything is
Right.
prohibited.
Because the only
Nothing.
thing they've said here now is that the pubs are open, but only if you can sit outside.
Yeah.
And
Lucky
we're.
you.
But it's funny. There's people putting pictures on Facebook of people sat outside pubs, wrapped up with scarves and hats and gloves. And
Actually, I saw a picture of you and Leslie outside the pub.
Yep, yeah. Did you notice we were wearing gloves?
No.
Because the lager was so cold. I couldn't.
I can't believe
Oh, you gotta laugh.
it.
So, okay then, guys. How long have you guys been playing together now? Tell us a bit about your story.
you answer, I answer.
No, you go, Max.
I think we are around the 12, 13 years.
I would have said 15.
Yeah. Because
Don't argue. No arguments, please.
the first beginning, we just we did really not a project together, but then we started a project with Veronica and the Red Wine Serenader before. And when you saw us for the first time, right?
Yeah, that would have been 2008, I think, when you played in Città della Pieve.
I think it
When-
was around 2009. I don't know.
8 or 9, yeah. Oh, in fact, if this T-shirt is from 2009, so you might be on the back.
Check it.
I'm not. No, I don't know. I don't want to frighten people by taking my T-shirt off. It's actually one of the reasons I kept this T-shirt is because it's got the list of all the gigs on the back, and all the people who are playing. And it's the only time ever in my life that my name comes higher up the list than Johnny Winter. I mean, you know, it's worth keeping that, isn't it?
I think we also have a small collection of these T-shirts.
Yeah.
And it's nice because every time you find your name on the back.
Yeah.
You can show off.
Yeah, but the thing about this, I mean, you know, this, as I say, this is vintage, and it's a kind of, you don't know what to do with them, do you? Really? I mean, I've got quite a few. Surely not as many as you've got, but on the other hand, I don't like to throw them out, so I wear them on occasions. You know. So.
Yeah.
So when you started off, because you were saying to me earlier on, Max, that you were playing electric guitar with bands. So what got you into this sort of niche that you're in now?
Yeah, I just started actually in the 70s with this kind of music.
Oh, right, okay.
Exactly the acoustic guitar, the finger pick guitar. And then during the late 80s, I just pick up the electric guitar because more work, more jobs to play.
Yeah.
So, and then I started to back up sometimes some American musician touring with me. And I had a band, and we made a couple of CDs at the time. And Sugar Blue, as I told you before, was one of them. The Trasimeno and some others that I don't remember the name, but there were a few of them. Visiting musician from the US. And then when I met her, I already decided, because I just started to get a little bit bored about playing electric blues, really, because I was getting tired to looking for musicians that for 20 euros more, they wanted to go in another place, you know, with another band because they paid some more. You know, kind of accidents that happens when you play in the clubs. And then I decided to get back to the acoustic because that's what I like best. And that was when I met her the first time, and I decided to put together this. At the very first beginning was a sort of a duo, but then Alessandra, the bass player, came in, and then because we met her, we used to have another bass player, but he was pretty much busy with the family and stuff, and he couldn't travel too much. So we came to meet Alessandra in a park here in Milano, and we began this kind of relationship.
What about you, Veronica? Where did you what were you doing before this, or were you was this the big thing?
Well, I music was my sort of semi-profession since I had the possibility to understand that music was really what I wanted to do in my life. So I used to work to have a day job, but in the same time, I used to sing in many bands, different genre, from Italian music to folk, Irish folk music, ska, rhythm and blues, jazz, everything. I rock. I experienced many different kind of music, and then I decided to move to Milano, and from Bergamo, from the city where I was born. And when I met Max, he proposed to me to focus on this genre, on the roots, blues and ragtimes from the early years of the last century.
Because I mean, the thing about the blues in Italy, I mean, when I first moved there, I mean, I knew about Trasimeno blues, but because that's where I was aiming to live. But what I didn't realize was how big blues is in the country as a whole.
We used to have many festivals. Many blues festivals in the past. Sadly, it's not like this anymore. Of course, also after this pandemia, it would be harder even to have the few festivals remain. But especially Milano used to be a city, a town with lots of events, music, and open air concerts. Often they were like free. And big names like
if you ever heard about the Pistoia Blues here in
another big festival,
was the biggest one for many years. I mean, from the end of the I think the early 80s on. In that period here in Milano, we have the same lineup Pistoia for free in the park right here, not far from where we live now.
Then you told me you saw Sarah Vaughan.
I
Sarah Vaughan.
Quite.
Johnny Winter, Albert Collins, Albert King, Charlie Hooker, everybody for free in the park.
But I mean, I think that was one of the things, though, that in that era, I know that, I mean, where we lived, like the Umbria Jazz Festival was a big thing. But the jazz festival in the 60s and the 70s was all about, it wasn't just in Perugia, it was spread all over the area, and all the concerts were free. And you'd have, like, you know, Miles Davis playing in the bar virtually, you know, whereas gradually when they got the big sponsors involved, it became focused on Perugia, and it became the Perugia Jazz Festival in many ways. So yeah, you're right that it has changed a lot. But should we have a bit of music? What are you going to start with? Because I know there's a couple of songs that you really want to play. There's a couple I want to hear as well.
I would love to start because in your program you talk with singer-songwriters.
Exactly.
Usually, and I would like to start with a song that we wrote, so it's an original composition. And that gives the title, also gave the title to one of our CDs. Back in 2013. And this song is called The Mexican Dread.
I do recommend anybody watching this to check out the YouTube video, because it's well worth a watch. It is excellent, I have to say. Made me laugh. I wasn't sure where the thing that worried me, Max, was at the beginning you say something about this is a song based on fact.
Oops.
And I'm thinking, what?
There is me killing.
No, don't tell anybody anything. No, don't tell anybody.
But if you want to watch the video, you know the mystery. Okay, let's go with the Mexican dress.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the summer is going away, like it, Daddy, it's going home good. I never felt so doggone down. I wanna ease my worry and mind. I have a simple cue for my soul to free my mind, my heart, and I know my dancing shoes are red and shine. I wanna boogie all over tonight. I'm gonna dance this blues away, like the breeze. You're gonna make me sway. All my hips, wear me tight. Leave on dreaming of the time of night. I'm gonna wear that Mexican dress, put some flowers in my hair, silver rings and red lipstick. There'll be a party down tonight. Go, Daddy, go. Now the summer is going away, like you, Daddy, it's going for good. I never felt so doggone down. I wanna ease my worry and mind. I have a simple cue for my soul to free my mind, my heart, and I know my dancing shoes are red and shine. I wanna boogie all over the night. I wanna dance this blues away, like a breeze. You're gonna make me sway. All my hips, wear me tight. Believe I'm dreaming on the summer night. I'm gonna wear that Mexican dress, put some flowers in my hair, silver rings and red lipstick. There'll be a party downtown tonight. Oh, there'll be a party downtown tonight. Yeah. There'll be a party downtown tonight.
Excellent. Love it. So who came up with the idea of that then? Where did that come from?
I wrote the lyrics of the song because I have a secret passion for Mexico.
Right.
It's not really a secret. On my piano, there is like an altar.
Okay, right.
Pals and stuff from Mexico. But I've never been there. And so there was this, I am still fascinated on, the iconography of Mexico, how the women wear the traditional dresses, and they are really, come si dice, ricamati, Rowland.
Yeah, they're all decorated and they're with embroidery and stuff. Yeah.
Flowers. And so I said to myself, the only way I can wear a dress like this is when I go to Mexico, and I will buy one. And because I really want it, I said, let's write a song about a Mexican dress.
Yeah, I just wrote the music. That's all.
Well, the words without the music are just a poem. So,
No, but the Mexican song needs a minor chord.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, the thing about that one is that it's got that it has that sort of jazz groove to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of the the sort of 251 changes and stuff like that. It's very much a part of that. But there's a huge sort of crossover as well in the music. If you listen to sort of, you know, Raikuda, for example, there's lots of sort of Mexican stuff in there. One of my heroes, and it's, you know, this you can hear all that together. And I mean, you know, like I'm hearing people saying in Memphis that country music is the white man's blues. So, you know, it all ties together. Yeah. But the lot of the stuff you play is very traditional, and I mean you do it beautifully. I mean, was it easy when you first started out trying to get information about these sort of songs and getting all the copies of them and stuff like that?
Max has to answer.
Not at all. I mean, it was there was a revival even in Italy in the second half of the 70s when I started actually to play this kind of music. And so I could see many live concerts, and I don't know, John Rambo, Stefan Grossman, John Fay, Leo Corky, and all the guys from the US who are surviving that came to play live in that period. And that was pretty popular. But as you know, I mean, you have to buy the records to have the music. It was pretty impossible that some radio could broadcast. Especially at the time when I mean, when the main thing was disco music and stuff like that. But there was an underground scene, and that's when I started until the early 80s playing this kind of music in the clubs in Milano, because there were maybe not the clubs that we have now, but very few less clubs, but everybody just have acoustic music, and mainly, you know, we got a traditional singer-songwriter in Italian.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Many of them have a repertoire like that, so the people. But it was pretty different. Music was on fashion, acoustic music, not like now.
Yeah, the thing is, we grew up.
Sorry.
Go on. So I was going to say that thing that you hit then, and about
I just read a comment of a couple of friends that are watching us, and Roger Wade is saying, "Evening, Rowland. Any chance of getting Max?"
Yeah, well, I don't have any control over the volume that's coming from you.
So I turn up a little bit.
I don't know. I'd rather you didn't, to be honest, because we set it before as to where we were. But I'm afraid, Roger, you're gonna have to turn up at your end, mate, because we don't have any control from here. The thing about it is that that period you were talking about, because certainly in the early 70s, the late 60s, early 70s, there was the big blues boom in Britain, obviously, and that thing that you were experiencing in the late 70s and into the 80s had hit us like 10 years earlier. But I mean, the names that you mentioned, you know, like John Renbourn and Grossman. I mean, I was going to see Grossman in 1970. But it's a sort of, I don't know. It's music that lasts, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's something that appeals still to people.
For me, for sure. I mean, that's just the same musicians that used to play this kind of music, or kind of related music. I mean, acoustic music here in Milano are still playing that.
Yeah, and
well, and older, even older than me.
You mean even younger than me?
Yeah.
I mean, I see that Francesco is doing quite. Francesco Pio is started off in a similar vein, didn't he? Working.
But he changed it. It changed a lot since the beginning.
Well, exactly. I was going to say he's gone the opposite way to you, because he went from when I first met him. I played with him in Pacciano when it was just him and Pablo and harmonica player called Davide Speranza. Fantastic harmonica player. I think he's just brilliant. But then, as you say, Francesco has gone towards the more rocky side of it now.
But Francesco, I think he did an interesting. How can you say? He put some music and some things from his island, from Sardinia, where he come from. So he tried to do something different, to put his music, traditional and folk music, or at least dialects, into the blues. So I can say that Francesco is still on. He's still looking for his sound. But
yes,
guys, 100% is trying to put some of his traditions into the blues, and I think this is a very interesting thing to do.
It's a good mix,
because if you think blues is not the music, is not our music.
No,
I mean, it's our music because we love it and we play it, and in the end it is part of our lives. But it's not part of our tradition. So
no, it's not part of our heritage.
It's really cool if you can blend something that belongs to your nature with something else that come outside and create something new, or at least different, original.
No, it's good. It's good, and I like what Francesco's doing, as I say. But as Max was saying, he's gone away quite a long way from where he started off. Because when I first heard him, he was just playing acoustic guitar and dobro and Weizenborn.
And also the Lovesick duo makes the same, because they sing Italian and they use sounds typical American music. So And
okay, talking to music,
people.
Talking to music, let's have another tune.
Yeah.
What do you fancy? What are you going to do this time?
We could. I could sing for you and play with Veronica and Noel, talking about the old guys that I like the best. Because I'm not like I always been stuck to that kind of music, because for me it's what it comes to me almost naturally. Many people wondered, and many musicians and many people from the US asked me how I could develop some kind of love for this kind of music in Milano in that particular age that wasn't pretty popular at all. And I don't know why, it just happened, and I'm glad it happened.
So, makes sense.
Let's talk about this. The song is an old number from Robert Wilkins that he recorded back in 1928, I think, and it's called Police and a Sergeant.
Oh, yes.
Here we go.
Don't want me, you don't have to dog me around. That old girl's mad with me, honey, and I don't care. Oh, look yonder, baby, what I see. A police and a sergeant coming after me. That old girl's mad with me, honey, and I don't care. take a ride. When you see me going, hang your head and cry. That old girl's mad with me, honey, I don't care. Well, I'm gonna tell the judge I know that I done wrong, to come and get some lawyer to come and go my phone. That old girl's mad with me, honey, I don't care. Here we go again. Well, I know the judge is gonna give me 30 long days. I made it up in my mind to go and stay. That old girl's mad with me, honey, I don't care. I'm going out and work out my time, because the girl I love, she ain't got a dime. That old girl's mad with me, honey, now I don't care. Last time.
That boy.
Excellent. Excellent. Brilliant. It's funny, you know, you were saying before, Max, about, you know, the problems. I mean, a bass player was going to have to do something else, and they got this and that. The great thing about you two is you're totally self-contained. You've got two voices. You've got a selection of instruments going. It works a treat, doesn't it?
Self-contained. I like it.
I like it.
So,
Can we steal that?
oh, it's not mine, of course. Help yourself. Help yourself. But I mean, at least if you have a sort of unit of just two of you, then it stabilizes what you're doing, and you can gig and you can keep doing it, and it just gets better and better. Thoroughly enjoying it myself. Yeah. So what's the next thing on the cards for you? Are you planning another album or what?
Well, can I answer this? Well, you know, after this year, really weird, really strange. We are
Bad.
We are not really planning an album, because we are still trying to understand where we are going. I mean, economically speaking, politically speaking, and socially,
pandemically speaking. Yeah,
exactly. Speaking. So no, we are not thinking about an album. We are concentrating on.
Maybe we're gonna put something, but maybe.
Well, you know, the main point of producing an album at the moment is that we don't have money after a year of non-working.
Yeah.
So, and also I have to tell you, this year, I don't know for you, but for me, and I think also for Max, we were not really inspired in writing music.
Can I tell you something? Everybody that because this is I think I've done 44 of these now.
Wow.
And out of 44 people, 44 different groups of people I've spoken to, I think there's only 2 people that I've spoken to who said that they've been really inspired. Because, I mean, you would have thought that, you know, there's no distractions. You don't have to worry about getting to gigs, doing it. You could just get on and write. But because there's no interaction with anybody else,
No, it's impossible. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's
I can
impossible,
write.
isn't it?
I can write about isolation and,
Yeah.
and trying to survive
Yes, but
while while I'm doing the shops in the supermarket. I mean,
once you wrote a couple of songs,
Yeah.
no. I really admire people who can write in any
I know.
situation. But
Yeah.
for me, it was really, I have plenty of time.
Mm.
But I was at the beginning, I was like, like the first 3 weeks,
Mm.
everything was really like weird. We never experienced something
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
So it was like, okay, and now
Yeah.
what is going to happen? What
Yeah.
will be of my life? Blah blah blah.
I don't know what happened in Italy about this, but one of the things that happened in Britain is that after the first 2 or 3 weeks, there were some people who were so focused that they were doing amazing things. People writing their life stories in 2 weeks. People, I mean, there's a friend of mine in Manchester who decided the first month he would write a song a day, and he's a good writer. And Ben, he wrote a song and he put them up on Instagram every day, and they were good. They were good songs. But even he's admitted now that it was a bit ambitious. But the problem was that after a bit of time, all you saw on TV or heard on the radio was so and so's done this, they've done that. There was a guy who built a 20-foot yacht in his front room, and had to knock off the house down to get it out. And then people started to feel guilty and saying, "Oh, well, I haven't done anything," and lots of people got quite depressed about it.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
And you did something special.
Me,
Yeah.
only this.
What was it? So you started the talking song?
Well, it was part of the thing, yeah. But I mean, to be honest with you, it started off. We first started this over 2 years ago as a live thing, where there was me and another songwriter, and we'd like swap songs for half an hour or so, and then they would do a full set. And we only did it a couple of times, and then the the bar that we were using went out of business, and then I found another location, and then they went out of business, and then suddenly we were in a pandemic. So I thought, oh well.
I think this is great that you can do this on
Well, it's been good. I've enjoyed doing it, and then, as I say, we've had nearly 120,000 viewers now. We average about 3,000 viewers a week, but it's the only way I know what day of the week it is. I mean,
yeah, there is also this problem. That you lose the sense of time.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to tell you before.
Yeah.
That the first lockdown ended up in me and her in and out of the garden.
Yes, luckily we have a small
in and out of the garden.
Yeah.
And eating pizzas every day and stuff like that, gaining kilos that now I had to lose.
Yeah.
And that's what happened really. And just getting myself together.
So we didn't have time to write songs.
Yeah, to play
too much time. Cheers.
I was baking pizza and focaccia and everything.
But it's important though, isn't it? Because I mean, and in Italy even more so than anywhere else, is that the meal. I mean, for Leslie and myself, it became the focus of the day.
Yeah.
We'd like mess around for most of the day, and then what we're having for dinner. But we're having pasta tonight, just in honor of.
And try to remember all the songs of the repertoire, repeating them all once a day.
Yeah.
No, we decided to.
Did you? Oh, well done. Well done.
We decided to create this for the first time. We used to do the live stream on Facebook. We started first like weekly, so we decided every Friday we go live. Blam.
Yeah.
because we need a motivation to keep on finding new songs and keep practicing and playing.
Well, I think you're lucky because you're working because you work together as a duo.
Absolutely.
Because doing it, I mean, I've done some live streams on my own, and it's awful. It's torture.
I think also, we were
really is.
Yeah, because I feel it's weird even if you are a duo, because you don't have the reaction of the audience, so you don't. It's really strange, but at least we were able to play together. And I have to. Sorry, I forgot to put the. The power on the computer, but
right. Don't run out of power.
It's okay. Same.
Excellent. So I think you're right about the repertoire as well, because the couple of online things I've done, I suddenly realized that I hadn't sung a song for 6 months, and even if it was one of my own, I didn't know the words anymore, which is not good. Anyway, talking of songs, let's have another song.
Yeah. What do you think we do, Memphis Mini?
Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
So this one is a Memphis Mini song. We love Memphis Mini.
Yeah.
Even if it's not really politically correct. in this song, she talks about...
Yeah, exactly.
This guy is really, really young. He's like 12 years old, so it's not legal. This thing, but probably at the time, an older woman can make appreciation to a younger guy.
Well, the famous film The Graduate.
Yeah,
that's what that was all about.
So I just want to say, I'm not promoting this kind of attitude. It's just because I like this song. And
it's a song.
Called, I'm Waiting on You. I met a boy, he's only 12 years old. I want to take him home with me. Everybody's telling me that I was too old. I'm waiting on him. Can't you see? I'm waiting. Oh, can't you see? I'm waiting on you. Yeah, but you're waiting on me. I'm waiting. Oh, can't you see? I'm waiting on you. Tell me you're waiting on me. 'Cause I don't want to be so bold. I just want to get you told. After you packed all my clothes at the station, you don't want to go. Waiting, don't you see? I'm waiting on you. Tell me you're waiting on me. Whoopee! I'm
Excellent. Excellent. Great stuff. Got a few, I think we've got some Italian viewers on tonight. We've got Stefano Baraldi. Is that a friend of yours?
Ciao,
I don't know.
Stefano.
sì.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also another friend of ours, Jake.
Antonio Boschi was on before as well.
Thank you. And Antonio.
Yeah. I met Antonio in, God, where was it? Parma.
Yes,
When it was-
sure, Parma.
Because it was the, what was it called?
Organizer? No.
No, the thing about where a representative of Italy goes to Memphis.
Italian
What was
Blues.
it
Italian Blues Challenge.
Yeah, the Blues Challenge. Yeah, because the band I was playing with at the time, we were in that. It was unlike because I fronted the band. I can't see Italy was not going to have a Welshman representing them, really, was it? Were they? So I didn't think we had much of a chance. It was good fun though. It was good. The only thing was that the gig we were doing was right next to the river, and the mosquitoes they were like sparrows. They were huge.
Oh my God.
God, it was just and Leslie got bitten to bits. She was just and we'd sprayed and she had a long shirt on and everything. Like,
I know what you talking
they're
about.
terrible things.
Possible.
But we've got another name. We've got here, David Bartlett. Do you know that?
Yes, we would. They
Yeah.
are David and Leslie. We
Was this the company you recorded with?
Hmm?
Did you record with them?
No.
No.
David and Leslie are our friends from Southern-on-Sea, and
All right.
they were the very first people that helped us playing in UK.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They really strongly believed in us. And
supporters.
yeah, and they did really,
Since the first
really,
hour.
really
You're
helped
right.
us a
Well,
lot.
we've got a ciao from Leslie Willett here as well.
Oh,
So you got the
now, Leslie. Well, we joke with them. We call them Dive and Leslie because they have a way of pronouncing their name. Leslie, Dive.
Excellent. Who else was that? Mark. I noticed Mark said hello before. You said hello to Mark. Who else
Yeah,
we
I
got?
would like to say hello to Jake Zeitz, which is a super
Oh, Jake, yeah.
musicians.
Yeah.
Jake.
Musician, not musicians. Sorry. Ciao, Jake. Marco Corrao is a great friend of ours.
Where are you going, Max? Yeah, Jake's great because I had Jake was on the show with Dan.
To see the phone and the comments because I cannot see.
Jake plays with Dana, so probably.
Yeah. Well, because they write together.
Yeah.
Because I met them. There was a festival when I was a compere, and they were playing last year and the year before, which is where I met them. But I love Jake's playing. He's one of the most inventive guitar players I've heard in a long time.
And he's a crazy guy. That's so nice.
They're good. Okay. What about another song? Do you think? What about another one that you've written? Maybe.
Max, why don't you do one of your instrumental too, like the resurrection with the pigs?
The resurrection. I have to change the.
Max,
But
why?
I got another.
Max he loves to write a lot of instrumental songs.
Right.
Maybe because I'm a lazy writer, so he writes songs. Then he waits for me to wake up and write lyrics on it. But I'm a lazy one.
No, this is a little instrumental, quite brief. That I wrote a few years ago, and it's called "Hurry Up, It's Late."
Right.
And it was directed to her that she's always late.
Well, I'm saying nothing.
You know, women sometimes are late. Sometimes. Anyway, it's the kind of instrumental that I just modeled on the playing of my favorite guitar player of all times, acoustically speaking, that it was Reverend Gary Davis. And I just came out with some licks together, and you know, anyway, this is Hurry Up, It's Late.
Yeah, great. Excellent stuff.
Beautiful.
It's amazing. There are very few people, and you're one of them, that can make a 12-string guitar sound lively. Do you know what I mean? Because quite often 12-string guitars, I mean, they can sound, to me, they've got a very big sound, but they sound sort of almost clumsy. Do you know what I mean? Ingombrante, shall I say?
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas the way you pick it is beautiful.
I mean, this is a regular, is an old guitar. It's a 1968 Epiphone made by Gibson. You know.
Yeah.
And but apart from that, it's a regular 12-string guitar. It's not like the one that the Blind Willie McTell or Led Belly used to play. That were huge guitars, big guitars with a huge sound because they were tuned a fifth below because they were baritone. You know, that's
right. I never realized that.
Yeah, heavy strings on them, and you have to tune even a fifth below.
Yeah,
like the baritone guitar.
Yeah.
With big bodies and stuff, and
just to get the volume.
Yeah, just to get the deepness of the sound. You know, as you can listen in the old records by these guys that play this kind of guitar, the 12-string guitar. This kind of guitar it's a regular 12-string, so you can tune it one tone below, one tone, or 1.5 tone below. In this particular guitar, it's tuned one tone below, a whole step. That means that you can put heavier strings, and the sound got a little bit bigger because the body is pretty small.
Yeah, it's quite thin, isn't it? It's, yeah,
no
depth to it.
Deepness. It's the way that normally in this kind of music that this kind of regular 12-string guitar must be played.
Wow.
To have a deeper sound and have heavier strings. That's all.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah, I didn't realize that the old guys used to tune them that low, though. That's amazing.
Yeah. Do you know that there's an instrument that is called the bajo sexto? That actually you mentioned Ray Cooder before.
Yeah.
And when in the 70s, when he recorded all this Tex-Mex stuff,
the
bajo sexto is the main rhythmic instrument in the Tex-Mex music.
Right.
And it is nothing that a 12-string guitar, but tuned a fifth below in a baritone. That means that even the thin strings,
the doubled string is still low. Yeah,
they are wounded.
No,
wound.
Right. Okay.
Wound.
No, not wounded. It's spelt the same, but it means something quite different. No, non sono feriti. No, sono ferite.
Sono ferite. No, I just. Anyway, you know what I mean. So
no, I understand that.
It's like playing the E string in at the beginning. It is like the E string here.
Yeah, know what you mean.
Reverse.
Yeah.
And can you imagine how big it is? The first E.
Yeah.
Double with another.
Yeah, with another one alongside it.
We don't want to know. We
But
don't
anyway,
want to know.
that kind of,
No,
Actually,
we don't
it just reminded me. I went to see Ray Cooder when he toured with David Lindley some years ago.
My love.
When was it? It would have been in the 80s, I think.
I think it was 92. Or something.
No, it was earlier than that. This particular tour, but he had they had just the two of them on stage, and they had 26 instruments between them. I swear it was laid out like an orchestra. So they were all on guitar stands. So the two of them were there, and then they had Weissenborns and 12 strings and Dobros and Nationals, all sorts of them. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I would like to be in a stage that way, but I have to bring the guitars. Actually. So,
aren't you glad you don't play double bass? That's the thing.
Yeah. I'm a singer. I play ukulele. I'm even luckier.
So, and we've got more messages coming through here. Massimo Salvo. Don't know that name.
Ciao Massimo.
Yeah, Luciano Bosso, Heidi Chechman. C.A. Chechman. All right, yeah.
Greeting from Switzerland.
All right, cool.
Ciao.
Oh, we're truly international tonight.
Yeah,
so shall we? Would you like to do another song?
Yeah.
We would like to do a gospel.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because we have. First, I want to say thank you. I don't know if we can talk a little bit after the song, but
of course
thank
we
you,
can.
Roland, for having us tonight.
No, there is no hurry. We're on Italian time.
Yeah, we need to improve
Con calma.
again our English pronunciation because we are you know, now it's almost 1 year and a half that we don't come to UK,
Yeah.
so we absolutely need to come back. Oh, we
Yeah.
will forget everything.
As I told you, I learned English from the records.
And
so-
from,
Yeah.
from the movie.
I learned my Italian at the bar.
Best place
Yeah.
to learn.
The University of the Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of gospel then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were
Rock Me?
thinking of Rock Me from Sister Rosetta Park.
Excellent.
Max, do you want to play the Now, won't you hear me singing? Hear the words that I'm saying. Wash my soul with water from on high. Why the world like love is around me? Oh, even forced you by me. But oh, if you let me, I would die. You hold me in a bosom till the storm of life is on the road. Rock me in a cradle of our love, and only feed me until I want no more. Then you take me to your blessed home above. You make my eternity brighter. You make my path lighter. Get me to do good wherever I can. Let that love and kindness thrill me. Ooh, that love will me. Oh, and you hold me in your hollow of our hand. Well, you hold me in the bosom till the storm of life is over. Oh, rock me in the cradle of our love, and only till I want no more. When you take me to your blessed home above. Oh, right. Blessed home above.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Brilliant. Just got a comment here from Stefano. He says Veronica is Milano's Bessie Smith.
Mamma mia, magari. Thank you.
Actually, it's funny. Do you say Rosetta Thorpe? Because she actually played a concert in Manchester in the early '60s. On it was done by. That's it. Yeah. That's about 2-3 miles from here. And because they did it up to make it look like it was a sort of Western station, but in fact it was just in the south end, south of Manchester. Yeah. It's extraordinary. But it was quite, because Granada did a lot of things. You were talking about John Renbourn before. I was at the university in the early '70s, And one day they came an announcement over the tannoy saying, anybody want to go and see Pentangle? So yeah, I want to go and see Pen. And they were filming Pentangle in the Granada studios. So we got invited to go and see them. I mean, they were one of my favorite.
I saw them all.
You saw the Pentangle?
I mean, I saw them
yes,
all after that.
Several times. I saw them at the Isle of Wight. I saw them
7 times. My God. I think the Pentangle were the best.
Fantastic.
Ever.
They were just amazing. Yeah.
It was incredible how they were able to create with their music.
Yeah, and such. I mean, you were saying before about the mix. You know, like Danny Thompson as like, you know, the jazz bass player, and then Renbourn with all his influences from, you know, sort of medieval music and stuff like that, as well as his jazz playing as well, and Jackie McShane's voice, and then finally Terry Cox. Well, obviously Yanch as well, and Terry Cox.
My favorite of them all was Bert.
Bert, yeah.
Bert, sorry.
Bert.
Bert Jansch.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
They were an amazing band. That's truly excellent. And talking of amazing bands, thank you both for joining us today. You were just splendid as ever, entertaining, talented, funny, brilliant, everything. It's been.
Thank you.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and I know we had to put it off once. I was hoping you weren't going to get offered more work.
We were always busy, you know, with the
I mean, we were talking about things that pop up during the pandemic, and we decided to start, thanks to also to some friends' advice. Antonio is one of these friends. We start to be more on our YouTube channel because we want to sfruttare,
benefit
more this social. Also because Facebook, after a while, you really got bored of reading comments and post polemic stuff. So at least if you go on YouTube, you find only the things that you really want to see and that you are looking for.
I got myself out for that.
So we decided to start with this little weekly selection of Max picks. So every Wednesday we have we put online a new video where Max chooses songs from his repertoire and explain briefly. Sadly, at the moment it's only in Italian because we know that you are a lot more, you know a lot more this music rather than the Italian people. So we decided to concentrate on doing something that teach a little thing to the Italian people about this music. And also we are...
Because that was the song you did before, wasn't it, Max, that we were talking about that was on Max Specs last week, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yep.
I don't remember which.
Police and Sergeant was.
Police and Sergeant was one of the old ones.
All right, okay. I was listening to it last week because we were discussing Keith Richards.
Yes.
I know that because both of the songs were we were talking. Yeah, it's about Robert Wilkins that actually wrote "Prodigal Son."
Yeah.
So if you want to check, if you people want to check what we are doing every day, like recording videos and stuff like that, just go on our YouTube channel, which is like Max and Veronica Music, something like that.
Yeah.
And subscribe to our channel.
Well, if what you can do is if you want to repost, reshare this video afterwards, and you can tag that to the bottom of it and send it to me as well, and I'll put it on the original one. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. It's been a lot of fun, and
thank you.
Best of luck in in whatever you do next, and I'm sure it'll be brilliant. And hopefully, we'll get to meet up either here or there. one of the two, because
Yeah.
I same as you. I've not been. Well, the last time we were in Italy was September 2019. So it's been a long time for me too. So
Yeah.
I'm missing it a lot.
Same as us for
Yes,
UK.
we
Yeah,
very
exactly. Yeah, it's
much
exactly.
love
We're
that.
both stuck here. We can't do that.
Anyway,
So-
thank you again. Thank you very, very much. Thank
Absolute
you to the
pleasure.
people who follow
Yeah.
us, and we see you on the road.
Yeah,
somewhere.
definitely. Okay, look after yourselves, guys. Thanks.
You too.
Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Fantastic music and fun. I mean, I've seen them live a couple of times, and there's just something that they transmit in terms of music being fun. And, you know, people say, oh, the blues. Oh, I don't like the blues. It's not like that at all. It's just wonderful stuff. So a big thank you to Max de Barnardi and Veronica Sbergia for joining us today. So next week, I've got two things on next week, actually. On Tuesday, I've got Steve O'Donoghue on, singer-songwriter from Manchester. And on Sunday, we are doing our first transatlantic three-way slot, where it'll be myself and Carly Thomas from Canada, and Carl Walsh from Manchester. And I put them together because it was through Carl that I got introduced to Carly. So we thought that'd be quite a nice team to put together. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. And as I say, with Steve O'Donoghue on Tuesday. And in the meantime, thanks to everybody for joining in. Thanks for everybody sending their posts in. Hope you enjoyed it. And look after yourselves and stay safe. Thanks for listening. Bye.